Hey y'all, this Octavia the Great coming to you on this Monday with some news you can use. All right, y'all. Can we put an end to these pop-ups too, right quick? Hold on. That's another thing that's a problem. Right before I get into this, let me just address this. Can we please stop with all these ads on all these websites? It slows stuff down. It's unnecessary. We don't need them. We don't need them. We don't need them. We don't need them. Y'all over advertise too much. That's why the websites be going on too slow because of unnecessary stuff that people is not going to buy. All right, let's get back into this because that just irritated me right quick, y'all. All right, Supreme Court won't hear challenge to male-only military draft. The Supreme Court on Monday declined to hear a constitutional challenge to the male-only registration requirement for the draft filed by a group of men called the National Coalition for Men. The court's order mean that for now, even though the draft is not implemented, only men will still be required to register for the selective service. Justices Sonia Sotomayor, Stephen Breyer, and Brett Kavanaugh wrote to explain their vote, noting that Congress may take up the issue in the short term. At least for now, Sotomayor wrote, the court long-standing deference to Congress on matters of national defense and military affairs cautions against granting review while Congress actively weighs the issue. The group had asked the justices to reconsider a 1981 decision that upheld the Military Selective Service Act, under which men, but not women, are required to register for the draft. Key to the court's ruling, which was decided by a court made up of all men, was its observation that women as a group, unlike men as a group, are not eligible for combat. That has changed a decade since David Cole, the American Civil Liberties Union, which represents the National Coalition for Men, has asked the Supreme Court to take up the case, even highlighting what it might have meant to the justice's late colleague Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Cole tweeted that #RBG would be proud of an effort to challenge one of the last formal sex distinctions under federal law, referencing the fact that Ginsburg spent her years as a young lawyer blazing trails in the fight against gender discrimination. In court papers, the ACLU argued that the male-only military draft is unlawful sex discrimination, and that the registration requirement has no legitimate purpose and cannot withstand the exact scrutiny sex-based laws require. By burdening only men while excluding women, the Military Service Act sends a message that women are not vital to the defense of the country. The defense of the Department of Defense, lifted the ban on women in combat in 2013, and now a group of retired military officers are supporting the ACLU's efforts. They include General Michael Hayden, General Stanley McChrystal, Lieutenant General Claudia Kennedy, and others. Their lawyer, Lindsay Harrison, wrote in a friend of the court brief, our armed forces draw from the strength of the entire nation, not only its men. She added, women graduate from the nation's top service academies, complete the most challenging combat training programs, deploy overseas, serve alongside men, and integrate into basic combat teams, including infantry. The draft, if ever again instated, ought to reflect the same judgment. But the Biden administration urged the justices not to step in at this juncture, noting that in March of 2020, the National Commission on Military, National, and Public Service, created by Congress, released a report recommending that Congress eliminate male-only registration and expand draft eligibility at all individuals. All right, y'all, I'm not about to read the rest of this because it's long, but you get the gist of it. So they're having a little issue with the draft, which they are not reinstating at this point in time, but they want to include women if there was to put the draft back out. Overall, I think that's stupid. Why do I think it's stupid? What does it matter? You're gonna be in the army regardless, and who cares if it when it comes down to selective service? For real, we need to get up out of all these other people countries and focus on our country for real. But nope, people worry about gender equality in the army when there's rapes, killings, all type of stuff going on between men and women in the military. That's what y'all need to focus on, besides trying to get equality when it comes down to a war that they plan to get your butt sent over there with the possibility of dying because you're defending this country. How are we defending this country when we haven't had our own land attack since the Civil War? Now we can call some of this white terrorism little pockets of war in this country, but overall, this country has not been attacked. Even 9/11 proved to you our country did not get attacked by outside entities. It was an inside job. You remember Pearl Harbor? The reason why we got into Pearl Harbor because they let why we got into World War II, excuse me, because they let Pearl Harbor get bombed. They knew what they was doing. They do this all the time just to, one, make money off the war machine. Secondly, to kill off the population. But y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all busy worried about equality in that, but not equality in other aspects of life. Whatever, y'all. If you busy that pressed to give your life up and go overseas and get killed over a white man's well, go ahead. So this has been Octavius the Great. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please like, share, and subscribe. They trying to send you over there and kill you. Come on, y'all. Y'all see how many people have done died from this war on terror, which is an invisible war? Which is a war that hasn't ended, which is a war that's not going to end because guess what? A lot of the people are sick of America meddling in their business. Straight up. So y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll holler at y'all later.